Hello, it is Jack Gill, and welcome back to Redmen Academy. I am once again joined by Elliot Ben for this one. We are carrying on with the Get to Know series, and we are doing Marcelo Pitaluga. Now, it's interesting, obviously, Marcelo Pitaluga signed for Liverpool in October. We knew that it was more a signing for the future. And so far, since playing a couple of games for our youth team, which we'll speak about more in a moment, Elliot, he's done pretty well, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't saw much of him in terms of being a goalkeeper, but more of an outfielder. Spraying the passes is look perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we know the ins and outs of the deal and how he came to us, but if you don't know, I'll let you know now. Obviously, he was 17 at the time when we signed him. He's now 18. He didn't make a senior appearance for Flamese, even though he made the bench twice for them. He's featured in the Brazil squad at under 15, under 16, and under 17 level. Was part of the squad that won their fourth under 17 title back in 2019. Even though he failed to make an appearance once again, he was on the bench for them all. At that point, he came into the attention of obviously John Achterberg, who's the goalkeeper coach at Liverpool. The player was scouted extensively. He's worked with the brother of Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker is also a big fan of him. And yeah, you can see already in his game from what we've seen from him in the youth sides, Elliot, the similarities between him and Alisson Becker.
Yeah. I mean, especially the Everton game, we were quite dominant. There was a first chance. What was it? A minute in that he couldn't really do much about. It was a scramble in the box and that was put away. But for the rest of the game, he did what he could, and then he was just on the ball, looked comfortable, like Comesio, Vandenberg returning the ball to him, and he looked like an outfielder, just giving them the ball back, one touch, two touch, long, short. It was looked comfortable, yeah.
Absolutely, an inch taller than Alisson, but physically he hasn't quite developed yet. You can tell that when you watch him, but you can see his strengths as a goalkeeper. As you say, he's very good with the ball at his feet as well. His shot stopping, I think that's something that can be worked on. But as you said, we've not really been able to see that from him yet. It's one that, as I said before, definitely for the future, Elliot.
Yeah, I mean, we could say 10 years of Allison, maybe 7 or 8. And obviously goalkeepers at 17 or 18 is young for a goalkeeper. You don't see many goalkeepers other than Donnarumma maybe that come onto the scene at that age. So I think with time we'll see what we bought him for.
And obviously, we have an abundance of goalkeepers in our youth side. Elliot Pitaluga's sort of come in. He's been a pretty high-profile transfer. Lots of people at the time weren't happy with Adrian and thought that he was coming in as our number two. But I think the situation with Marcelo Pitaluga is that he'll be around in and around that youth sides under 23s as we're seeing now. He was playing at the under 18s. I think he did 2 games in the under 18s when he first signed. Moved up to the under 23s. I think he'll be in there now for a couple of years. Then he'll get a loan move, and then eventually, as you say, for five years or so, he'll probably be ready to be the understudy for Alisson and maybe even taking Alisson's place as he gets to the latter stages of his career.
Yeah, I mean the talents there. I was conversing, was it last night with the Fluminense fans, and they were saying how outraged they were at the deal. Like they were expecting him to be the next thing, and the next Allison, if you will. But he got took away from them for 1.8 million. Realistically, it's not a big fee. I know he's 17, but we're going to make money on him, or he's going to be the next Allison, as I said.
They were having loads of problems off the field, weren't they, at the time as well, Fluminense, which I think is a big part of the deal. As you say, Liverpool, we were desperate to get him. We did loads of scouting, and there was obviously work from Alisson and his brother himself to get him to the club. So, there's a lot expected of this lad, but from a youth perspective, from a Liverpool perspective, we've not seen a great deal of him so far. What we have seen, I think, has been pretty positive, and as we'd expect. But I think the important thing for Marcelo Pitaluga is going to be the next couple of years and seeing how he develops.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't put the pressure on. He's not going to be Allison right now, but it's just a development process he's going to have to go through. And our youth sides have been dominant of recent, so the fact he's not being tested is only a testament to how they're playing, really. Both 18s and 23s are dominating the ball, so yeah, it's nice to see.
Absolutely. We'll keep you updated with Marcelo Pitaluga as time goes on. But for now, that's getting to know Marcelo Pitaluga. Remember to comment down below to let us know who you'd like to see us cover next. Thank you very much for joining me, Elliot, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon, guys. Ta-ra.